What is a deck? Nothing but a miserable pile of staples! Have at ye! Imagine a format where you have no staples, because you can craft no cards, open no bundles, buy no structure decks. Imagine a challenge run where all you have is 80 random Yu-Gi-Oh cards and your own will to survive. Could you win even a single duel on the Master Duel ladder? If you can, you'll be rewarded with one additional pack to add to your collection, plus whatever legacy packs you pick up along the way. Use them wisely, because in a Masochist run, that's all you'll be getting, and every card counts. I'm Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, and it's time for me to fulfill my destiny. Like Simo before me, I will take up Yu-Gi-Oh's most difficult challenge and try my best to reach the top of the Master Duel ladder under the most insane conditions possible. Grab a snack and lean back, cause it's gonna be a long and bumpy ride. Last time on Master Duel Masochist. That's fine, I don't need a special summon. Normal summon. Normal summon number 2. The Clavis brothers are coming down to kick your ass. They heard what you said about his sister. They don't take kindly to such accusations. Cyber Dragon. Yeah, I'll draw 2 cards. Droll. Oh, yeah. Nope, not today, Cyber Dragon. And I think that's game. And welcome back, gamers, to the very first Masochist stream of 2026. Firework. Hopefully Mr. Metal did something neat for that. I appreciate Mr. Metal. He's the editor, by the way, if you didn't know. You know, usually I save this for the end, but if you have something nice to say about Mr. Metal, go and put it down in the comments. He's just a great guy all around. He deserves all the praise he can get. And yeah, this is the first one I'm recording in 2026, although because there's a bit of a delay in when I record it and when they get edited and put out, probably like the 3rd or 4th, but this is the first one that's got like the spirit of the new year, you know? Like we're jumping in and it's exciting and... what am I kidding? It's the same decks you're going to be seeing from last time. It's the, same shit, new day. Nothing really significant has changed. We got a new profile picture. That's nice. We switched over to winter mode. Other than that, the deck we're playing this time is Generator Synchro. We're going back to Generator Synchro. It's probably the best version we have other than Stun, but we've played Stun for the last 4 episodes. So I want to switch it back up again. Unfortunately, we don't really have any new tech cards or anything that works with this. It's pretty much the same deck we've been playing, except now we have High Speed Roy Chambara, which is something we got a while ago, and I kept saying we needed to put it in, and I just kept forgetting about it. So we've got that back in here. We got the Blazing Mirror Forest. We got Book of Moon. It's synchros out the wazoo. Let's go ahead and jump on the ladder in Silver 5, see if we can earn some packs. Standard! Season 49 has begun. I like they got like the festive blue border, just because it's winter, I suppose. Our opponent is taking a long time to decide if they want to go first or second. They've decided they want to go second. Very interesting. I wonder if they're playing a go second deck or just down in Silver 2, they just don't really quite know what they're doing. We are up against the Pharaoh himself, playing a nice 58 card deck with a 14 card extra deck. We don't have any tuners, which is unfortunate, and there's no synchros in this, so there's not a lot we can do. I mean, I guess we just put out like a 2100 beater.
21.
And then we'll set 2, and hope that this plus Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare is enough to save our skin. Also, I'm realizing it's not the right field. I thought I instilled the winter field. We're still on the fall field. Well, just make it winter in your hearts, Instill the coldness. Pretend there's snow here. Reveal a Blue Eyes. Special summon a monster from your hand. So a Blue Eyes, I assume. Unfortunately, Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare, not especially useful here. Do I have anything now? Maybe I should put a rank 4 in here just in case. Okay, they got a tuner, and they're gonna get another tuner. That's 2 tuners. 2 ooners. Okay, they got the Old Maiden. Now they're gonna make like a Red Dragon Archfiend with 2 tuners. Okay, they synchro summoning. 8 + 1 equals Azure Eyes Silver Dragon. Yeah, and then we'll just Trap Trick Trap Hole Nightmare that. Goodbye. Doot 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 doot. And then they bring back Blue Eyes, and then they can synchro again. Okay, we've got like 6 tuners in our deck. If we could draw a tuner, we can get our way out of that. Now, will they go for a synchro again? No, Maiden. Spirit with Eyes of Blue, okay. Sending a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. Oh no, adding Mausoleum. Mausoleum can send a Blue Eyes to the graveyard. So they could get 2 Blue Eyes. 2 Eyes. Why is the Pharaoh using Kaiba's deck? Good question. I mean, we don't know. Maybe we're just seeing the Blue Eyes half of his deck. Maybe they've actually got, you know, Blue Eyes and Exodia in there. And we just haven't seen the Exodia half. Okay. They're just hitting us for a lot of damage. Ouchie wah. One more attack like that, and we'll be singing with the fishes. Or something. Okay, come on, tuner. Show me the tuner. I want a tuner. Tuner? Tuner. This isn't bad, though. This does get us to the things we want. Go, Pathfinder! Get me to boss stage. I'm the boss. We just go to end phase. Then draw phase. Use boss stage. Yes. If they had Ash, I would cry. Okay. So we get this. And then we summon all the tokens. Discount token warehouse. There's tokens every which way. And then we're going to wait, because if they like Ixie summon this or make another synchro, then banishing that would be a better way to get rid of the Blue Eyes. Or we just wait for them to go to battle. Melody of Awakening Dragon. Okay, discarding the True Light. They're like, True Light? Nah, I don't need that recursion. Alternative Dragon. Are we dead? Shit, we might be dead. Yeah, and I think we just have to banish that before they use it. Goodbye! The question is, will they take out the thing that can actually banish stuff, or will they do a solid 3,000 damage to us? Oh, they do have an Ixie. Draglubian. No! I thought they were playing the structure deck. Yeah, if they have the, like, Numeron Dragon, they can just attack for, like, 9,000. That will kill us over any of the tokens. Shit. Yep, 9,000, that's enough. Unfortunate. If we could have gotten to any of our synchros and actually synchro summoned, we might have had a chance. We're going back. Jack, do it again. We've had 2 duels this year, and we've lost both coin tosses. Lost every coin toss this year! What the heck? How could we be so unlucky? Statistically improbable. Alright, but we opened a tuner this time, and a hand trap. Like one of our, I was gonna be like one of our few hand traps, but it's really our only hand trap. That ain't good. And we've got Subversion, which is pretty decent going second, but if they're drawing, they've got the Vanquish Soul sleeve, so like, if they're actually playing Vanquish Soul, stake your soul, your nose is mine. Yeah, I don't think we can beat Vanquish Soul. I mean, they are silver, so maybe they don't know what they're doing. We can Book of Moon and Subversion. She's the one they call Dr. Madlove. She's the one that make you feel alright. With her many giant hands. And the drill and the hammer. Rock of the Vanquisher. I want to rock! Rock! Oh, listen to that. It's all Christmassy. Ah, okay. Well, you know what? I know when I'm beat. Let's just get out of here. They're gonna combo and do stuff. I'm good. We've lost every coin toss this year! I'm gonna keep making this joke until we win one. So, you know, that's the incentives for the Fates. If the Fates are watching and they don't like cringe-worthy dad jokes, they better give me a 1 coin toss here before too long. What do you have to say, Avion? Ah. They were scared by my display. Well, a win is a win, I suppose. Now time to pull a Fenrir. You know, it's the first pack of the new year, 2026. The fine master packs are coming in. Maybe this will be the thing that changes everything around and we can end up getting into Master this year. King Scarlet. I mean, it's, you know, he's got pretty decent music. Throw him in here. If a Red Dragon Archfiend battles during damage calculation, make that monster you control unable to be destroyed. And if you do summon this as a normal monster with 0/0. It's a level 1 tuner though, so at least there's that. We've got Symphonic Warrior Piano playing with himself on camera. I wouldn't imagine. Machine Tuner level 3. You can declare a monster type. A Symphonic Warrior becomes that type. You can declare a monster type, banish this card, target Symphonic Warrior, it just changes type. Just changes type. Armed Dragon level 3. I think we have like 5, so this one's not a bad pickup. We might use it eventually if we ever go in on Armed Dragon stuff. Bubble Bringer. They're bringing the bubbles. Level 4 higher monsters cannot attack directly. During your turn, you can send this card to the graveyard, target a level 3 or lower water with the same name in your graveyard, summon it, their effects are negated. This is a floodgate. It might help. It's basically like Gravity Bind at home. I guess it's not, it's just Gravity Bind with upside. Interesting that I've never seen this before. I don't think we'll be playing it, but maybe if we make a water deck at some point. You gotta be shitting me. Of all the URs, you gave me 10,000 Dragon. Lamau. LOL even. A comedy joke. This is like the most gimmicky card ever printed. This was the 10,000th Yu-Gi-Oh card, if you don't know. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned by attributing monsters you control who combined attack and defense equal 10,000 or more. If summoned this way, its attack and defense become 10,000. Now, the thing about this, it's actually not as difficult to summon as you might think, because it's combined attack and defense. So if you have a monster that's like 2,000 attack, 2,000 defense, that's already 4,000 of the 10,000 you need. That being said, you do still kind of have to build around it. I don't think we have any way to search it or anything, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll play the 10,000 card. It's now required. I don't think we could ever do it. I don't think we have enough stuff to get it. We'd have to very specifically play like all our highest statted cards. If we get 2 blue eyes on the field, you contribute and get a 10,000 attacker. But we don't have any way to get 2 blue eyes on the field. This is one of those, like, I would have to sit down off camera and, like, sort everything by their stats and try to figure it out. Maybe someone on the Discord can figure out something with this. Which, by the way, if you want to join the Hardleg Discord, become part of the community, it's patrons only. You can join the Patreon, patreon.com/hardleggaming. There's a paywall, but it's the shortest paywall ever. If you have like a job, you could easily step over it. So consider looking into that. It's a pretty nice place because it's paywalled. Like, everyone there's really nice and friendly. I get very few complaints. So not a lot of neat stuff there. Anyway, what's our other 3? Crusadia Power. This will be good if we ever get more Crusadia stuff. We've got Super Heavy Samurai Kabuto. Your opponent special summons a monster. Changes many attack position Super Heavy Samurais to defense. And if you do, they gain 500 defense. So, you know, 2,500. And Tinjangle Jirelth. I see. So nothing that we're going to be playing now, but who knows? Maybe 10,000 Dragon will be the star of the next episodes or something. Who knows? Let's go back. High stakes battle. Doo-doo-doo-doo. We're still losing coin tosses. Can you believe that we've lost every coin toss this year? For an entire year, for all of 2026, every coin toss has been tails. Crazy. You would think I'm best friends with Sonic the Hedgehog with how many tails I've got. Oh, I'm gradually becoming old man with my old man jokes and puns. But I mean, y'all like that. I assume that's why you tune into this channel. Young people playing Yu-Gi-Oh, you know, they may have the excitement or whatever. They don't have bants like this. Is it bants? Is it still banter if it's just me? I'm talking to you all, collectively. That counts as banter. All right, we got set 3 pass, and we drew the assault mode activate. Fuck! I could still try, you know, maybe if they have like an imperm or whatever, they'll use it here. What did I say? Imperm successful. And then I go in for the massive I'm like, why is this glowing? Yeah, I forgot I could put myself in the back rooms if I wanted to. We will not go quietly into the night. You will take 4,000, and then we will set the lost wind. I'll pretend to be in the in-perm column. Hopefully this isn't a second in-perm. And then boss stage. Your move. I got 12 card extra deck, I'm just noticing. Did you draw a card? Halt, criminal scum. Go for Utgard. Summon tokens? Yes. You could call me Snoop Dogg the way I token. See, that's how I know my jokes are funny, because I'm laughing at it. Like, I don't care what y'all think. Hidden Village of Ninjutsu Arts. Ninja summoned to your field. You could target one ninja and one ninjutsu. Okay. Oh, you thought you could sneak that last one in, right? It's any one card? Yeah. Nah, I'm getting rid of this. Whatever that last one is, it's gone. Banished. No Book of Eclipse. I kind of actually... That would have been nice if you could use that. I would like to draw cards. I don't have a level 10 synchro, do I? I think I want to keep this, though, because I'd rather banish another card. Plus, we have the ability to junk anchor. Yeah, we're just going to go in with this. If we can tear down more of their back row, I think that'll be useful. And then next turn, you know, after we summon the... what's it called? The Nidhogg? That'll be the last time we ever summon any generator tokens. So, like, we'll have used all the tokens, in which case we can just use this to make return to 0. There we go. Call me, what's his name? That guy with the red hair who smokes a lot of weed. And he's like a folk singer. Call me him, because I'm token. The tokes are already gone. Fuck. Ah. The ninjutsu art of tools. Neat, neat. Let's see. Willie Nelson! Thank you, chat. Okay, so we keep this one even though it has slightly less attack because it contributes itself to negate a summon. And then we make return by 0. I'm gonna send to the graveyard a light and a dark. What up, fucker? Did you expect me? Yeah, this is 5,000. If you don't got anything, your ninja deck is donezo. 21. And its more powerful cousin, 31. Well, you know, like I always say, sometimes you win because you win, and sometimes you win because your opponent loses. And in this case, they lost pretty hard. Though, doesn't seem like... I would say it's not through any fault of their own, because it seems like they bricked, but real quick, let's take a look at their deck and see if they constructed their deck in such a way that bricking would be something that happens. No. Well, okay, well, you don't really want to play Debunk, I don't think. Although I guess that does stop the Draco Tails. But you don't want to play 3 Art of Duplication. Definitely. Yeah, so they could have taken some of these out. They could have maybe put more of these in. You definitely don't want 2 of these. But it's crazy that they had like 40 cards and drew exclusively spell traps the entire time. Probably sitting on several debunks and just no way to actually use it. Okay, pack number 1 for defeating our opponent. What do we got? Well, there's an ultra rare, could be a Fenrir. We got a second Synchro Zone, which, I don't know, I mean, considering we got a Synchro deck, maybe we should put a little bit of the stun in there. Although, I feel like unless you've got a whole bunch of other floodgates, this isn't very good. Just neither player can declare attacks with Synchros. And then it has other effects, but, like, doesn't really matter. Another Witchcrafter Genie. I think that might be our 3rd one. Now we just need the rest of the Witchcrafters. Pegasus Wing doesn't really do anything because it's a Valkyrie card. We've already got one of these. The Jaclusian. Cluslin? I forgot. I used to know how to say this, and it's really fun to say, but now I can't. I mean, it looks really cool. I always liked the way this looked. But, not very good. Not very good at all. Madolche Marmalade. Not even played in Madolche decks. Emperor of Prophecy. What the hell is he even holding? That like a fan? A fan wand? Maybe? You can banish both a face-up spellcaster you control, except this card, and a spellbook from your graveyard. Target a monster your opponent controls. Take control of it until the end phase. Pretty neat. If it wasn't a level 5, I'd consider it. Pearly Happy Memory. Memories make me want to go back there. Back there. Okay, what's our UR? Libromancer Fireburst. I mean, this is a cool thing. It's like kind of the win condition, and we do have quite a few other Libromancer cards. But as always, it's a ritual archetype, and rituals need like all this specific support in order to do everything. It's something, again, we'd have to look at off camera and see if maybe we can build around. Perhaps we can make a Libromancer deck. Even if we could, it wouldn't be great. But I mean, this thing can make up to 2 attacks, and any battle damage it inflicts is doubled. So if you can actually do it, it works. We just need like a million more URs. Alright, next up we got the pack that we get for ranking up. This one I do consider like a triumph, you know. Maybe our opponents weren't the most struggled ones, but I was persistent. I kept going when they tried to make me stop. The Fabled Chawa. Chawa. During your main phase, you can activate this effect, discard a Fabled, and if you do, summon this from your hand. Okay, you need a lot of Fabled to make that work. We got Infernity Inferno. Discard 2 cards, send the same number of Infernities from your deck to the graveyard. We need a lot more Infernities to make that work. Battle Wasp Dart the Hunter. I just played Battle Wasp in Genesis Apocalypse, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out that show, I would. I don't remember this one. They don't even play this in Battle Wasps. I'm not gonna read it. I'm not gonna read it. You can't make me read it. Gradius Option, one of the worst Union monsters ever. Is this even a, this is like before Unions, but it might as well be a Union. Can't be normal summoned or set. It can only be special summoned by selecting a Gradius on your side of the field. The attack and defense of this card become the same as the Gradius. If you don't know, Gradius is a normal monster with 1200 attack, so getting 2 of those, not great, not great. Galaxy Eyes Cloud Dragon, good for Galaxy Eyes. I never quite know what I'm looking at here. It's very strange. I always thought it was like a space fish. Naturia Ladybug, we already had. It's not really worth playing. Our first SR is Subterror Behemoth Umastrix, which is the best Subterror Behemoth. I forget if we have any other Subterror cards. I think the Field Spell is only a super rare, so this might be easier to build. Unfortunately, even if we went back on like a flip deck, we don't have a way to easily summon this. But if you do, it's flip up, banish a card, and then you can set it again every turn. So once you get it underway, it's just destroying or banishing a card every single turn. If we could get this with some floodgates, it might be worth doing. We'll see. And our other SR... Inspector Border! Da-da-da-da-dun! Da-da-da-da-dun-dun-dun!
I also like to build brown bricks with Minecraft.
So, I was like, oh, we don't want to play Stun again. Why would we want to play Stun? We played it so long. And Master Duel was like, no, the Stun wants you to bring you back. This is like one of the best Stun cards. I believe it's at 1 as well. I could read off the effect, but famously a lot of people have a lot of trouble parsing the effect. Basically what it says is you can only activate monster effects equal to the number of extra deck monsters you have on the field. And then it just includes Ritual as an extra deck. Ritual and Pendulum for some reason. So basically, like, if I normal summon this, you cannot activate a monster effect until you get like a Ritual or a Link or a Fusion on the field. And then you can activate 1. If you have like a Link and a Fusion, then you can activate 2. Ooh, ah. But for the most part, if you play this, because it's already a 2000, and then you back it up with a whole bunch of spell traps and floodgates, it's really difficult for a lot of decks to get over, unless they're playing specifically a deck that's... Actually, I was going to say that doesn't use the extra deck, but then they'd be extra screwed. Yeah, it's just very difficult for anyone to get over, which is why they limit it to 1, because a deck that plays 3 of this is very annoying. This might be good enough to just put into the Synchro deck, because if people, like, if we just normal summon this first turn, people might think we're on this. I don't know, let's go look at the deck and we'll find out. This is a huge pickup, actually. Alright, so after pondering it a little bit, we decided to go ahead and just throw this in here as the 41st card. I mean, we do have a Garnet that we don't want to draw anyway, so I think statistically that makes us slightly less likely to draw that, because we got more cards in the deck. We're more likely to get one of our things, the Psi Reflector or the Inspector Border. And I mean, if we draw the Inspector Border, we have enough, like, back row that just protecting it will be fine. If we happen to get down to a simplified game state, being able to slap that down late game is good. I mean, even if nothing else, like, after we've used both of our boss stage things, if we've got the generators just sitting down and we could do nothing else with them, being able to turn off all effects and just have, like, a big beat stick is probably worth it. There is a chance we screw ourselves over with this. If we do, maybe we'll take it out. But for now, it seems too good not to play. Especially because if nothing else, if we go first and we summon this, a lot of people might just surrender to that. They might be like, oh, well, fuck this. And they assume that our traps are, like, good and not, like, Phantom Knights of Shade Brigandine. So this is Generator Synchro 13.6. Let's jump back into it. Can you believe we've lost every coin toss this year? 2026 is a doomed year. Either that or, you know, maybe it's just symbology, you know. Maybe it's like things are going to get worse before they get better. You lose a bunch of coin tosses now, and then later in the year we'll win a whole bunch to make up for it. Meanwhile, we do have Psy Reflector. We do have Boss Stage. So, you know, assuming they don't get exactly Dragoon, we might be fine. They didn't get a Dark Magician off of the Dark Magical Circle. That's nice to hear. Set 2, pass. Kicking no ass. Come on! Actually, wait, this is fine. We can activate this. I mean, we would have preferred to draw another, like, trap or so. Okay, never mind. Wait. This is, you can add an assault mode activate. Okay, actually goated. Actually, we're fine. First, let's activate this. Let's summon Nahada. Akuna Nahada. What a wonderful phrase. It means no 10 years. And we will use the Psy Reflector and get in perm. I mean, that sucks a little bit, but we can finally do the thing that, like, we wanted to make up for, which is we can get High-Speed Roid Chambara. What up, fucker? I've got a thing with a summoning animation. Shing! It's one of those 1,000-degree knives. Can you believe it's been 10 years since the 1,000-degree knife video? Comment in the comments if that comment turned you to dust. But yeah, this can attack twice, and every time it attacks, it gains 200. Which is not a lot, but, like, it means we deal more than 4,000 life. You know, if they can't put up another monster by next turn, they're gonna be dead. And Boss Stage ain't helping. And this ain't helping. So there's a chance we just win this, like, outright. It's a big frickin' sword. It's weird because the Speedroids are otherwise, like, toys and shit, right? Mahad! Well, shit. It's Mahad. Summon tokens? Yes. Call me Willie Nelson because I'm token. That's what I should have said last time instead of just stammering over everything. If it battles a dark, if it's destroyed, then they can summon a Dark Magician. But what if it wasn't destroyed? What if it was banished instead? Yoink. And you're dead. Goodbye. I should really stop. I get these vocal stims and I just keep doing them over and over again. Alright, that was just a normal win, so we don't get like a bonus pack. But we do have all these legacy packs that we haven't opened in a while. 10 whole of them, so let's just open up 10 legacy packs real quick. Of course, we're going to do this fast like. Close your eyes, don't look, you can't see. Haha! Dark Balter the Terrible. A fusion summon of this can only be conducted with the above fusion material. Possess Dark Soul and Frontier Wiseman. When a normal spell is activated, negate the effect by paying 1,000 life points. The effect of an effect monster that this monster destroys as a result of battle is negated. Well, you know, they were right. He is terrible. Let's move on. Phantom Beast Thunder Pegasus. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, banish this from your graveyard, target a Phantom Beast you control. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Awful. Super Crash Bug. We would need all the other Crash Bugs, and even if we did, you know, what would we get? A 3,000 beater for summoning 3 useless cards? I ain't doing it. Spell Reproduction. This is good in, like, weird gimmicky decks. Send 2 spells from your hand to the graveyard, target a spell in your graveyard, add it to your hand. You can do loops and stuff. Final Ritual of the Ancients. Lets me summon exactly Reshif the Dark Being and nothing else? How long has it been since we've got a ritual that only summons 1 monster? Psychic Overload. Target 3 psychics in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, draw 2 cards. It's like Pot of Greed, but slower and only for psychics. Invincibility Barrier. You can banish a face-up Ritual, Fusion, Ixie, Pendulum, or Link. Did I say Synchro? Synchros count 2. Monsters you control. Once per turn, you can banish a face-up Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Ixie, Pendulum, or Link monster that you control. The effects of monsters with the same type are negated. Yeah, I remember seeing this back in the day and thinking it had the potential to be really good, maybe in a deck that could summon like all of the things. Because if you can get like one of each kind, like in DDD, and then you banish an Ixie and turn off all of your like Ryzeal players like Ixie monsters. But realistically, if you can summon like one of every type, you're probably winning without this. And if you draw this when you can't summon every type, it's just useless. In our case, it's like we could turn off exactly Lynx or Synchros, and I don't think that's worth it. Moki King! Spear Cretin, good for flip monsters. Also, just a little goblin. Just a little goblin with highly detailed ears for some reason. I like him. Tornado Bird, flip, return 2 spell traps to their owner's hands. I mean, I guess this could be used for loops. Why has this bird got so many eyes? It's like they drew a bird and they're like, it's not monstrous enough. Add more eyes onto that shit. Elephant Statue of Blessings. And this is sent from the hand to the graveyard by an opponent. Gain 2,000 life points. Useless. Cloudian Poison Cloud is the weird, like, burn spell for Cloudians. Deep Sea Macro Trema. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, all waters gain 500 attack to the end of this turn. Useless. Ancient Tree of Enlightenment. Isn't there another tree that's like Brent or Ghent or something? Didn't you do like Masochist? This ancient arbor uses its extensive knowledge to avoid the damage of enemy attacks. Lord Trent, yes, thank you. He's the other big Masochist guy. I don't know if his is still going. Skull Redbird. It swoops down and attacks with a rain of knives stored under its wings. These knives aren't depicted, but trust us, they're there. Neo Aquamador, tribute with 3,000. It's like a labyrinth wall with some attack. Rabid Dragon. It's a snowfield-dwelling, giant ear sporting, super acoustic, snowball-shaped mutant dragon. There's no way anyone can escape. And I escaped it. Ice Mirror. Target a level 3 or lower water monster you control. Summon one monster with the same name from your deck, but you cannot special summon from the extra deck while you control that monster. Oh, just it all? Just it all. Okay, that's why it's in the Legacy pack. Soul Reincarnation. You can revive a normal monster in your graveyard in defense position. It's basically Call of the Haunted, but for normal monsters. Oops. Target one card you control and destroy it. Damn, fuck, I messed up there. Bad move. Joke card. Okay, so we got nothing we can use unless maybe some of these normal monsters in the future. I don't know. That's why we barely open the Legacy packs. Let's see what our master has. One fine master pack. Oh, shooby-doo-wop, a shooby-doo-way. Hey, Cynet Fusion. Summon a Cyberse Fusion. We don't have any of these. We already have one copy of this, but no Cyberse Fusion monsters. That's a Crystal Beast card. Iron Dragon Tiamaton. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned if 3 or more cards are in the same column. You can summon this from your hand. When you do, destroy all cards in this card's column. Neither player can use the unused zones in this card's column. So this is a pretty good, like, special summon. It's like you gotta go second and you gotta play in, like, a specific way, but it's not that hard if they have, like, like, just one monster or one spell trap. If you can get a monster and a spell trap, there's 3. And one thing I always misread when I was younger looking at this card, I thought it was like a Mech Knight where you have to summon it in the same column. But no, it's while there are 3 in one column, you can summon it into any column and just blow up everything there. So it does have some use. It could also be a complete brick in your hand, but at 2,000, I mean, we might as well just put this in, right? It's a good Masochist card, if nothing else. White Prince, you know, if we ever get more Skull Servants, that might be good. Ancient Warriors Loyal Guan Yun. This is a great going second card. If only your opponent controls a monster, summon this from your hand. Your opponent cannot target other Ancient Warriors. That's not going to factor in. If your opponent has more monsters than you do, you can target one monster your opponent controls and destroy it. It's not quite as good as like Pankratops, but it's pretty good, you know? It's a free special summon if they have anything. And if they have 2 monsters, you can try to destroy one of them. Just a nice, like, you know, really, again, if we weren't so hard set on going first with this deck, we'd put this in, but we might put this in future packs. Playable cards. What is this, my birthday? White Sock. Watt Psychic Fighting Porter. That's a weird one. This is not a good card, I'm pretty sure. Summon 2 level 3 or lower light monsters from your hand. If you summon 2 with the same original type, they can attack directly. If they have the same level, they cannot be destroyed by battle. So maybe good in Watts, perhaps? Who knows? Also a Watt card, I guess. There's another Brotar, our second one. Maybe it's worth looking back at our Dragon pile. Maybe that might actually work again. And another Assault Blackwing Chidori, the Rain Sprinkling. Good if we have Blackwings, but we don't. But these are some pretty good pickups. I think we'll put this in immediately. Well, I don't know, because this is also like a go second card. This doesn't do anything. Like, going first, you can't really put 3 cards in the same column unless you can unless you have like a link 1 and you can normal summon a monster, but we can't do that. So actually I think we might just skip these 2, but it's good to keep these in mind, you know. These are things that'll be useful later on with other decks for sure. Alright, so actually after closer inspection and some advice from chat, I realized I completely passed over the fact that Tiamatan is a quick effect. So it's quick effect disruption, which means even if we draw it going first, if we can at least summon 1 monster and set 1 spell trap, we can set up to be able to potentially blow up our opponent's cards during their turn, and it's just crazy enough to work. So we're going to try it out, go up to 42 cards, and this will be deck 13.7. We'll hop back in. A high-stakes battle between me and my opponent, and we still have not won a single coin toss all year. The joke just keeps getting funnier the longer it goes on. I think our opponent said we were going first, though, so, you know, there's that. Well, we could try to do some stuff, and if they have any hand trap, then we end on a Psy Reflector. Or we could normal summon Inspector Border, set a counter trap, and pass. And dare our opponent to do something. Well, you know, we played it right. If we had done Psy Reflector, they would have stopped it. Fortunately, they used it here, so unless they have another one, they're going to be having a little bit of a trouble. Like, being able to imperm it right now and then do stuff would be pretty strong. Okay, looks like they're probably playing Sky Striker. They're the only people that really play Upstart these days. Alright, going into Ray. They set. What are they, a Duel Links player? Widow Anchor. Fuck. Okay, now they can do stuff. Using that effect for some reason. I mean, if that's the case, yeah, I'll just do this. You stupid as hell. You could have just Link summoned. You didn't have to activate that effect. Now you're raising the graveyard. Book of Moon. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't get any effects, so Psy Reflector ain't doing anything. Just go to battle phase. 2000. Mirror Force. I could Book of Moon and that would stop it, but then I would just be face down. I'd rather save the Book of Moon. Okay, so they got rid of it. Let's try Psy Reflector now. Widow Anchor. Okay. I think we do this here, actually. That way we get it online, even if we can't use it today. You can't negate me if I'm face down. So we'll get the Assault Beast. We'll activate the Assault Beast. We'll get that. And then if they don't draw exactly like another Ray, or I guess it would be Engage, we might be able to flip this up and just do it again next time. Even if they did draw Ray, the Book of Moon wouldn't be that useful for it. That's a good one. Yeah, and you can tell this is like a player who is exactly one off the back of just like playing a lot of really good cards and just using them at the first chance they get. Just frustrating players by like all the removal. Oh, I didn't think we'd get this far. What do we make here? Considering we've seen a Mirror Force, I think we go in on the Samurai Destroyer. If they destroy it, it just comes back. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go ahead. Would you like to making truck Berserker? Oh, this isn't a Berserker. This is a Destroyer. Would you like to making fuck Destroyer? Possibly. I could also make reference, there's a My Chemical Romance song called Destroyer, which is pretty good. You magnificent bastard, I read your book! Mirror Force? Funny joke. I can bring back Inspector Border. But it came back! Anyway, as I was saying... They're like, the Widow Anchor, quickly! Okay. Anyway, boss stage. I'll end my turn. I'll take that back. Let's just go ahead and summon out. Unless you got an Ash. And I'll get all the tokens. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here! All the mirror forces in the world won't save you from me! Oh, that was a rank up too. We get a rank up reward. Yay us. Oh, and a rainbow marine mermaid. Neat. Alright, first pack for defeating our Sky Striker opponent. And a lot of ultra rares this episode, right in the middle. Okay, we got a legendary ocean, which doesn't exist. This card is always treated as Umi, so it's just Umi. We got Breath of Resurrection. If you control an adventure token, summon up to 2 monsters from your hand or graveyard with different names. Then you can send an equipped card that mentions adventure from your hand or graveyard. Okay. Yeah, we're never gonna be doing that. We got another Triangle, the Dragon of the Dark Deep. 3 or more level 10 monsters. I'm just gonna stop you there. We got ZW Ultimate Shield. This equips to like a Utopia, which we don't have. Cat Shark. We already have one of those as well. Ooh, Heavy Freight Train Derricrane. If an Earth Machine is normal or special summoned, you can summon this from your hand, but its attack and defense become halved. I do we have a Varudris? I think we have a Varudris and like no way to summon it. This puts us one step closer to that. Granted, you know, you need a lot of oddly specific cards to make Earth Machine works, but you know, maybe someday. That's another step towards it. We got Talkback Lancer, which is another Cyberse card we already have. And our ultra rare is... Holy shit! Fire King High Avatar Garunix. Once per turn, during the standby phase, after this card was destroyed by battle or card effect, summon this from the graveyard. If you do, destroy all other monsters on the field. Like, this is a bit outdated as far as being like a win condition, but it is a win condition. You could just destroy this every turn, and it just keeps coming back. If you ever get... We would need 2 of them to keep the loop. We have 3 of the Fire King field spell, so we can search this out. We have quite a bit of fire support. We might have enough stuff to build around this. Again, I'm not doing it today, but, you know, I was joking at the beginning of the stream that maybe this would be the stream where we got a bunch of stuff that set the pace for 2026. And, you know, this might open the door to a brand new type of deck. We'll have to see. A bunch of stuff just became usable. You know, just another reason to keep watching the series. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell your friends. Share the playlist around. Donate to Patreon. I'm sure there's other ways you could help. Come down to Twitch and drop a sub. If you're already here in Twitch, you know, I like subs. Subs would help. Maybe a donation or 2. Buy Hardleg merch. Sure. Ooh, ah. Anyway. Let's get back to it. We got a rank up pack too. We'll do this, get this in there real quick. King Scarlet, we already started the stream with that. Another Gem Knight Pearl, because we needed a second one. Steel Swarm card. Another one of those Illusion Rhinoceros guys. Rise Bell, the Summoner. Look, they're just having a nice picnic. They got little puppies or whatever, and some creepy thing watching from the distance. Pendulum. Once per turn, you can target a monster, increase its level. And it's just a normal. A kindly elderly brother. Rise Bell takes good care of his little sister Sam Bell. He reads a magical book with his sister each afternoon. A harmonious routine that brings a smile to everyone. Is he reading a book? Oh, it's down here. Okay. I guess the puppies like the story too. Good for the pendulum swap. Another Tindangle card. And a wind-up card. And what's this super rare? Anything good? Purple Poison Magician. This is another good thing for the pendulum slot, potentially. This is one of those, like, if it's destroyed, you could target a card on the field and destroy it. And because of the way it's, like, worded, this works whether it's played onto the field or it's destroyed in the pendulum zone. So if nothing else, like, if we were just putting together a pendulum slop deck, as long as we can get scales that allow us to pendulum a level 4, we could summon this out every turn in defense position, and every time they destroy it, we get to pop a card. Like, it's just continuous removal. And if we have any way to pop it and trigger it ourselves, then we can just continue to do stuff. Oh, and it's not once per turn either. So we can, like, pop it, and then pendulum summon it, and then pop it again, and just keep getting more card destruction. So, yet again, another card that might be useful in the future. Just lots of options today. All right, let's get back to it.